Hey everyone, Pete Werner here with your Diz Daily Fix for Monday, March 12th, 2018. Here is what's happening today. According to the Orlando Sentinel, the Walt Disney Studios announced on Saturday that their blockbuster film Black Panther passed the $1 billion mark in global ticket sales. This is the fifth Marvel studio that has reached that milestone. The Avengers Age of Ultron, Iron Man 3, and Captain America Civil War are the other films in the Marvel Universe that have hit that mark. It did $521 million domestically and continues to be a big success at the box office with no signs of slowing down. So congratulations to Disney and Marvel for that milestone. On a totally different topic, Disney Cruise Line has begun replacing Do Not Disturb signs on their cruise ships with room occupied signs. Now, you may wonder why this is a thing. You may remember that Disney World has done the same thing. After the shootings in Las Vegas, Disney has decided that they are going to increase the frequency with which they enter guest rooms in order to make sure that everything is okay. The gunman in the Las Vegas shooting had several weapons in his room and went completely undetected for several days before that horrible event took place. So Disney, kind of taking a page from a lesson from that, has decided that they will do wellness checks or safety checks on rooms as they deem necessary. Now, while on paper this all sounds good, a lot of horror stories coming about as a result of this, where, you know, people are either sick and trying to rest in their rooms, or they're in the shower and they come out of the shower and there's a cast member standing there. And now Disney Cruise Line's getting in on this. I got to tell you, I'm not a big fan of this. I think this is security theater. I don't think this is actually going to stop anything from happening. And, you know, we had that shoe bomber years ago, and this one instance where somebody tried to, you know, set off a bomb in their shoe now means we have to take our shoes off when we go through security. It's security theater. It doesn't actually fix anything. And actually, in my opinion, makes it much more likely Disney's going to get hit with a lawsuit because they're going to walk in on the wrong person at the wrong time, and they're going to get a sexual assault lawsuit. So I am not a fan of this. I think if a room has done away with housekeeping and nobody's been in that room, that's one thing. But, you know, if housekeepers are in there, why not train the housekeepers? Just, hey, keep an eye out for this, keep an eye out for this, keep an eye out for this. Why not do that? And then maybe you'd have to pay them a little more, but God forbid we do that. Won't get into that. But right now on the Disney Dream, they have done this replacement. Presumably, they're going to do it across the fleet. So be mindful that Disney Cruise Line is making it very clear they can enter your room for any reason at any time, regardless of whether you put this sign, the room occupied sign now, on your door. And finally, Disney has filed a patent to adjust your ride path on certain attractions depending on how scared you are. According to a patent filed by Disney, Imagineers are currently working on a ride technology that could adjust the path depending on the experience you're having on the ride. So if you start to feel sick on a ride vehicle, the vehicle would slow down. If you start feeling scared, the attraction could turn off some of the scarier show elements, or if it seems like you're bored, they could amp up the scare factor on attractions. Very interesting to see where this technology goes. Now, just because a patent was filed doesn't mean that we're going to see that in any attractions. A lot of patents get filed by Disney and other companies that end up not ever coming to fruition. They just like to make sure that they have the patent on it in case they choose to use it. But you can think of a lot of really cool things that could be done with that. So stay tuned. Who knows what may develop as a result of that. Over on the Diz Today, contributor Michael Hughes has an article entitled, "Look at These Character Meals Before You Book Chef Mickey's." In the article, he describes some of the good alternatives, although I don't agree with one of them, some of the good alternatives to Chef Mickey's if you're looking for a character meal. Number one on his list is absolutely a must-do, and I think much better than Chef Mickey's. But now trending over on the boards today, excuse me, is a thread entitled, it's on our restaurants forum on disboards.com, R.I.P. Citrus Swirl, End of an Era at the Magic Kingdom. So Citrus Swirl was, a dessert-type beverage. I don't know. It's like kind of like a Dole Whip that was served over at Sunshine Seasons Terrace. And it has been replaced with a generic orange soft serve that is now vegan-friendly. With the new recipe, it cannot be called anything with the word citrus in the name. Folks in the thread are finally remembering the tartness of Citrus Swirl, and reports say that the new recipe does not have that. So stop by the Disney Restaurants forum at disboards.com, and you know what? In honor of the loss of our dear friend Citrus Swirl, let's all bow our heads in a moment of silence. I guess you can tell how I feel about Citrus Swirl. Finally, if you're heading into the parks in Orlando tomorrow, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 44. The weather has been gorgeous here, folks. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel bad saying that because I know our friends in the Northeast have just been getting pounded with storms. Our thoughts are with you, but we're really glad we're here. Those of us that used to live there and deal with that and moved here are very grateful that we did until summer comes, and then we envy you. So you can pay us all back around about June. Out in Anaheim, if you're heading into the Disneyland parks tomorrow, scattered showers with a high of 70 and a low of 56. You can find links to all these stories and more on our Daily Fix main page at wdwinfo.com/dailyfix. That'll do it for me today. We'll see you. I will actually see you again in like 14 weeks because I'm going on vacation next week. So, but I should mention that next week, Tom Bell and Tyler Crouch will be handling the Daily Fix while most of our team is in Italy on our Viking Diz cruise down the Italian coast. So that's going to do it for me today. We'll see you again tomorrow with another episode of the Diz Daily Fix. Have a great week, everybody.